Hey, Rebecca. I have some news to share. Brace yourself. It's not pleasant.
Oh, Kate? What's going on? You sound serious. Is everything okay?
Your father, Drew, has passed away in a car accident.
What? That can't be true. My dad hates cars. He never drove. He wouldn't even take a cab.
Well, that's what happened, Rebecca. It was a freak accident, and he didn't make it. I'm sorry for your loss.
I can't believe this. Are you sure about the details? I mean, my dad never even owned a car.
Look, I'm just telling you what I've been informed. The authorities have confirmed it was a car accident. Maybe your dad borrowed someone's car or something. I don't know.
Doesn't make any sense. You've worked for my dad for years, Kate. You know how much he hated cars.
I know, but I can't change the truth.
Really? I expected a bit more sympathy and understanding from you.
I'm simply relaying the information I received. I can't change the circumstances. And to be honest, I'm not really one for emotion and sympathy. That's not how I operate.
Not how you operate? Hey, this is my father we're talking about. I would have appreciated if you had broken the news to me in person, rather than through a text message. You've known him for years too. How am I going to tell my mother? But where is he? I want to see him.
Look, I'm sorry if my approach seems cold, but it's my job to handle the practical matters. I will be the one sorting out your father's policies and other things now that he passed. You won't be able to see him. Shortly after the crash, the car caught on fire. There is nothing left to see. He was identified by his business card and ID in his wallet.
Oh, what? Practical matters? Is that all you care about? My father is more than just policies and things. He's a person, and he means a lot to me and our family. The least you could have done is shown some compassion. I can't believe how nonchalant you are being about this. You have just told me there isn't anything left of him for us to see. But all you worried about are policies and procedures.
I have a job to do, and make sure everything is taken care of efficiently. I'm sorry if I'm not meeting your expectations, but I can't change the reality of the situation.
All I'm asking is for a little sensitivity and understanding during this difficult time. I thought you knew my father well enough to at least acknowledge the impact of his loss on his family.
I understand where you're coming from, Rebecca. If you need help with practical matters or have any questions, I'm here for you. Just let me know what you need.
Really? Is that it?
I'm not sure what else I can do at this time.
Fine, Kate. Just do what you need to do. But don't forget that behind all those policies and things, there are real people grieving. Hi, Kate. It's been months since my father passed away. And my mother and I still haven't received the payout from his policy. We really need that money to survive. Can you please give us an update?
Hi, Rebecca. There have been some complications with your father's policies. I've been working on resolving them, but it's taking longer than anticipated.
Complications? What kind of complications? We're struggling here. This money is crucial for us. We relied on my father as our sole provider, and we need the support his policy was supposed to provide.
There has been some administrative issues that needs to be sorted out.
It's been months, Kate. We can't wait any longer. We're barely making ends meet. And this payout was supposed to provide some stability for us. Please, I need more concrete answer.
Well, there has been a recent development. It turns out that your father was secretly in debt, and the money from his policy had to be used to pay off those debts. I'm sorry, but there is no payout coming your way.
Debt? That doesn't make any sense, Kate. My father was always responsible with his money. He managed our finances meticulously. I find it hard to believe that he would be in debt, let alone to the extent that it consumed his entire policy payout.
I know it's difficult to accept, Rebecca, but sometimes people can have hidden financial struggles. I only found out about it while going through your father's documents. I'm just as surprised as you are.
This is all starting to feel very suspicious, Kate. First, a questionable circumstance surrounding my father's death, and now the sudden revelation about his supposed debt? I can't help but wonder if there is more to the story than meets the eye.
I understand your concerns, Rebecca, but I assure you there is nothing more to it. Sometimes things happen, and they are beyond our control.
I feel like a lot of things have been out of your control recently, Kate. But I can't shake off this feeling of unease. I trusted you as my father's personal assistant, and now I question everything. I need some time to process this information and figure out what steps to take next.
I'm sorry you feel that way. It is also a problem for me as I will no longer be paid either. We are in the same boat.
We are not in the same boat. You can get another job. I can't get another father. Derek, there is one more thing I hadn't mentioned to you before. I hired you to investigate my father's missing policy money. But I never told you why, and I suddenly realized it may be a vital piece of information for you to know.
Hi, Rebecca. What is it?
I suspect that Kate, my father's personal assistant, has stolen the money from my family.
That's quite an important allegation. I'll redirect my investigation and see where it takes me. If you think of anything else that may be of use, no matter how insignificant you think it may be, it could help to getting to the truth.
Thanks, Derek. If I think of anything else, I'll be sure to let you know.
Great, and I'll get back to you as soon as I have new information. Rebecca, I've been working on the case and I have some significant findings to share with you. I believe your suspicions are right. After conducting thorough investigations, it appears that Kate has indeed embezzled the money intended for you and your mother.
I knew it! I had this gut feeling that something wasn't right. How much evidence do you have against her? But what are her options now?
I've gathered substantial evidence, including financial records, transactions, and witnesses who can testify against Kate. With this evidence, we have a strong case against her for fraud. The next step is to decide how you want to proceed legally.
I want to sue her, Derek. She not only stole from us, but also deceived us with lies about the money. I want justice for my family. Can we go after her for the full amount she stole?
Absolutely, Rebecca. We can pursue legal action to reclaim the full amount she stole from you. We'll need to gather additional evidence and build a solid case to ensure the best possible outcome. I'll work closely with you and keep you informed every step of the way.
Thank you, Derek. It's so much more than I expected. I mean, I had a bad feeling about it, but I never really thought Kate could or would do something like this to my family. She has worked for my father for so many years. Thought she'd be more devoted to our family.
Some people are just different. Unfortunately, it seems like there's more to this case. Like, I've only just scratched the surface of what's really going on. I'll keep investigating and come back to you when I know more.
I appreciate your commitment, Derek.
After our chat yesterday, I did some more digging, and to say I opened a can of worms is an understatement.
What do you mean?
Well, to start with, your father isn't really dead.
What? Wait, what do you mean he's not dead?
He's alive and well.
I can't believe him. Are you sure it's him?
As sure as anything, undoubtedly.
How can this be? He told us he was in a freak accident. There was nothing to even identify him by. Just his ID and his wallet.
There was nothing to identify him by because he wasn't in the burning car in the first place. They just tossed an empty wallet with a business card and his ID in it near the car. By the time Kate got in the accident, the car was so burned that the first responders just assumed that whoever was in the car, there'd be nothing left to identify. So they just called in the tow truck and called it a day.
Why would he do something like this? He must have been in on it too. She was the one who told me. No wonder she was so unsympathetic. She was lying through her teeth.
I guess it won't come as a shock to you then when I tell you that Kate was the one who suggested the idea to your father in the first place.
Are you kidding me?
I'm afraid not.
Don't understand. understand why they would go through with such an evil and deceiving plan. I never thought there were problems in my parents' marriage. We were always such a happy family.
Well, that leads me to my next discovery.
Well, what more could there possibly be?
I found proof of an ongoing affair between Kate and your father, one that's been going on for years.
What? That's unbelievable. So not only did Kate steal from us, but she also conspired with my father to fake his death? How could they do this to me and my mother?
I understand how shocking and distressing this must be for you, Rebecca. It seems they orchestrated an elaborate plan to deceive you and your mother, ultimately stealing the policy money.
We can't let them get away with this, Derek. They've not only betrayed our trust, but also put us through immense pain and suffering. Please, gather all the evidence you can, and let's make sure they face the consequences of their action.
I'm fully committed to helping you seek justice, Rebecca. I'll continue collecting all the necessary evidence to build a strong case against both Kate and your father. We'll fight to get your family's money back and hold them accountable for their deceitful actions.
Thank you, Derek. I'm determined to uncover the truth and reclaim what is rightfully ours. We won't let them get away with this. Hello, Father. It's your daughter, Rebecca. You know, the one who you tried to deceive with a fake death.
You must have the wrong number.
Don't you even bother, Dad. I already know it's you. I hired a private investigator when I got suspicious of Kate. And he has uncovered everything.
Rebecca, I can explain.
You better have one hell of an excuse, because I know about you stealing your policy money that was meant for me and my mother, and the affair.
It's true.
I know that already. What I want to know is why would you do this to us? To break up our family like this?
That's the thing, I never wanted to break up with our family, but I was under so much pressure with the things getting more serious. With my affair with Kate, I didn't know what to do. That's when she suggested that I fake my death. I thought it would save you and your mother the pain of the truth.
So you thought having us believe you were dead was a better pain to feel?
Well, no, but I had no choice. It was the easiest way to give myself the fresh start I needed.
That you needed? What about what we needed? All my life, you have supported us, forcing my mother not to work and to rather be a housewife. You can't get away so easily. You owe us.
What do you mean I owe you?
Never mind trying to fake your death to get away from us. You can't just get away with trying to steal your policy money and leave us with nothing.
Well, what exactly do you want?
I could quite easily sue you for damages.
But I didn't damage anything.
Emotional damages, Dad. We don't have to worry. We're not going to do that.
Oh, well, I appreciate that, thank you.
Don't thank me yet. I want you to pay Mom and me maintenance.
Maintenance? For what?
I told you. You made us rely on you for almost 3 decades. It is only right that you continue what you started.
I'm sorry, Rebecca, but I won't be doing that. It's high time that you and your mother fend for yourselves for a change. I'm not going to be your anchor any longer.
It's not an option. You either pay us the maintenance we want, or I will spread the truth about your little secret and expose you by suing.
You wouldn't do that to me. I'm your father.
I never thought my father would fake his own death to get away from his family. Here we are.
What if I offered you a payout?
You're not going to get out of this, Dad. I told you what your options were. I'm not settling for a payout. That money will finish eventually. I want you to fulfill your lifetime commitment and take care of Mom and me.
I can't do that, Rebecca.
You can, and you will. You'll pay for everything you have done to us.
All right, fine. But you're to swear to not tell anyone else about what you know. As far as the world knows, Drew died in a fiery car accident.
Whatever, Dad. I can't believe how manipulative you are. Excuse me? Forcing Drew to pay to upkeep your and your mother's lifestyle. He was the one who created that lifestyle. And you are the one to talk. You are the one who manipulated him to faking his death in the first place. I never manipulated him. I just suggested the idea. He was the one to go through with it. And I can't blame him. When I told him I was pregnant,
He obviously saw the opportunity to try again and build a better family.
Oh, what? You're not pregnant. Derek would have told me if he found out that you were.
Maybe not, but Drew doesn't know that. But it was just the hug that I needed for him to finally agree to leave your lazy mother and you behind and start afresh with me.
Dear you. All these years we have seen you as part of our family. But all you are is a blackmailing witch. You're just using my father for his money. How do you even truly love him?
You're smarter than I thought. But still not smart enough to have figured it out before everything has been done. If it wasn't for your pathetic private investigator, I doubt you would have figured it out at all.
I don't need this. Just leave me and my mother alone. You have already taken everything from us. What more do you want?
I want your father to stop contributing to you altogether.
Well, that's not going to happen. So just leave us be.
It will if I have anything to do with it. Just you wait and see.
Rebecca, honey, can we talk?
What do you want, Dad?
I want to apologize. I should have never done what I did. I never meant to hurt you or your mother. I was tricked.
I know the whole story. I know Kate told you that she was pregnant and you wanted to start a new life with her and your new child. But she lied to you. She isn't actually pregnant.
I know that now. I feel so stupid. I should have never taken what I had for granted.
What happened?
What do you mean?
Something must have happened for you to come hauling back to us.
Well, it's Kate. She found out that I agreed to keep paying money to you and your mother, and she was furious. She threatened to leave me if I didn't stop, but I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. I knew you'd expose me if I stopped paying, but at the same time, I didn't want to lose Kate and our unborn child.
There is no child.
I know that now. I refused to stop the payments, but I told her I still wanted to build a new family with her. That's when she got angry and told me that there was no pregnancy. She was faking it to get me to leave you and your mother.
Well, don't you feel like the idiot now?
I do. I really do. And that's why I've come back, to apologize.
Apology not accepted.
Rebecca, please. Let's go back to the way things were. Let's be a family again.
It's too late for that, Dad. You're dead, remember? It's been months. We can't exactly resurrect you. And in any case, Mom and I want nothing to do with you anymore. You made your bed? Now lie in it. In the end, after my father tried to get my mother and me to take him back, we decided to sell his house and move into a smaller place. We used the money from that along with the money my father pays every month to pay Derek for his assistance in finding out the truth and still live comfortably. As for my dad, I have no idea where he is now. And frankly, I don't care. As long as he continues to pay his maintenance, continue to try and worm his way back into our lives, but my mother and I refuse. He caused too much pain and trauma. We believe that he doesn't deserve a second chance. I also never heard from Kate again. After she left my father, I believe she moved on to the next rich guy to try and blackmail and trick him into destroying his life for her.